Holy packs. Okay, guys, going through this vintage bin, going to do the summary video here, but it is Monday, so we'll do a giveaway. It is also 9/11, and I had some commemorative 9/11 cards to do as the giveaway for today, specifically for today. But for the life of me, I don't know where I put them. So I just spent a couple hours looking for them. I have no idea where they are. So I know I didn't sell them, but I don't know where I placed them. I just was going through reorganizing a bunch of the stuff, so I must have put them somewhere. I just can't remember where. So can't give away those commemorative cards, but I know this is a big day for a lot of people who are my age. You know, this was a pretty impactful event. Luckily for me, I wasn't directly impacted in terms of I didn't lose anybody. There was a couple of degrees of separation between some people that I knew who lost people, but nobody I knew directly was killed in those attacks. But I was down in New York City when it happened. I lived around that area, and then I was going to college at that time. So to see it like live, and then to see the aftermath afterwards, you know, and the constant smoke in the air, you know, that kind of stuff, it always stays with you. You remember that for a very long time. And, you know, but I do remember how people all came together, and then the sense of community that was in that area after the attacks. I mean, it definitely was it actually was the most safe I felt in New York City, but the most part of the community I felt there too. I mean, I know we went out like a week after it happened, we went out into the city, and like everybody was just so happy to be out and very welcoming, and nobody was bothering you, and not the typical experience that you would associate with going out in New York, or in the city anyway. But it was actually you know, obviously very impactful, very, very emotional for everybody, but it did bring everyone together, which was pretty remarkable. But then flash forward, you know, a decade later, and I'm working in Boston, and the marathon bombing attacks, I'm 2 blocks away from that. So, you know, I've experienced the last the two U.S. Terror attacks on our soil. I've been able to witness, which is not what I really want to brag about or want to experience anymore. But, you know, again, I would say the sense of community though that came through in that, you know, especially you know, once they did the manhunt, found the bombers and everything else, like people came together. So, you know, these things, even though they are tragic and they're horrible, and you know, you wish they don't happen, you are impressed with the way people respond to it and the way people react. So, you know, again, just 9/11, just paying respects to those who lost their lives in the towers and those who lost their lives in other domestic terror events, you know, Oklahoma City bombing, all those stuff. You know, don't forget about those people. Those, you know, they didn't ask for it. They didn't ask to be a part of it, but unfortunately it got brought up to them, and some of them paid the ultimate price. And, you know, some of those firefighters and first responders rushing into that building knowing full well what was about to happen, you know, that takes a lot of courage that a lot of us don't have. But on a brighter note, you know, now what I want to do for this giveaway is, so as you know, I got a lot of vintage cards out of that bin. Since I can't find the commemorative cards, I want to give away this 1980 League Leaders, Strikeout Leaders, Nolan Ryan card. So I got maybe 4 or 5 of these, so figured I got a bunch of duplicates. You know, I'll give one away here because I don't need all of them. But there will probably be, as I'm going through the other vintage, there'll probably be some other ones that I put aside for giveaways as well. But figured this would be a fun one. I think everyone likes Nolan Ryan. This is a 1980 card. I consider it vintage, right? Pre-junk wax era stuff. So this is in pretty good shape too. It has a little fray here. But again, it was thrown into a bin, so that's probably where the damage came, if anything. It is a little off center too, but you know what? In overall, very good shape. So this will be the card you're playing for. So if you guys can comment on the video and like the video, that will get you entered, and we will do the drawing on Friday. So get entered now. You have the whole rest of the week to get entered. Any comment will do. And the other thing is, if you aren't a Nolan Ryan fan and you don't care maybe about winning this card, but know somebody who does, enter for them, right? Just say, you know, in the comments, say who you're playing for. So if I draw your name, that person gets a chance to win it. So, you know, if there is a Nolan Ryan fan out there who may not know about my channel or know about the giveaway, enter on their behalf, and then you can give them the card. So, but in all this, I think everybody would like a Nolan Ryan card, especially in 1980. 1981 is pretty good. So that's what we're playing for. And if you aren't subscribed already, please do subscribe. It helps me out, and we'll get more giveaways and everything else. So good luck this week. Make sure you guys get entered, and we'll pull the card on Friday. See ya.